Hello. Just thought I'd give you a brief overview of our Autostore 7 program that allows you to scan to folder using a multifunctional device or a scanner. As you can see, we've got the desktop of our copy machine up here, our MFD, and one of the buttons that we have on the MFD is called Scan to PDF. If we go ahead and click on that Scan to PDF, it's going to launch our program. And once the program is launched, you can see in the upper left-hand corner we have Send to Folder as a button option. Now you can have more button options down and covering up this whole screen to provide you with different functionality. But for now, we're just going to Send to Folder, show you how this works. So if I click on the Send to Folder, the next screen that I will get is my screen that will point me toward the directory that I'm going to store the document in and ask me for a document name. Now I can make both of these fields mandatory, so if they do not provide a document name, they're not able to hit the start button and move on. So every document would wind up being named at that point. The other entry in here is for the directory, and you can see I started with our server and I have a share on that server, and we're going to start at that point, but what we can do is, let me name the document quick a second. And once we have that all set, we can then take a look at this directory area, where if I hit the ... it goes to that share and shows me the folders that are on that share. Now what I can do from here is I can simply browse like I was in Windows and find different areas where I would want to scan the document to. If I get into a directory that I don't wish to be in, if I go over and select the up arrow button, you can see we're just simply going through that file share level by level. And you also have this search capability, so if I have a client or a job number, I can type in that number and hit done, and when it does the search, it'll bring me right to that particular folder. But to the right of that, I have an all button, and then I have the alphabet kind of broken off into chunks. So I can search all the A through F files by touching this button, all the G through L by touching that button, and once again, if I wanted to go back and see all of them, I would just simply hit the all button. So once we've got our destination file selected, we can hit done at the bottom of the page, and you can't really see it, but it's got that whole path up here in the directory area. Now if I'm good with the settings of the machine, which are set on this one to 400 by 400 DPI, it's set to a PDF file format, and the color mode is set to black and white. If I'm good with these settings, which are just normal text documents, I can hit start. But let's go ahead and look at the change settings so you can see what we can do with the different settings in that area. We can change the type of file from PDF to multi-page TIFF, JPEG, or PDF-A. One of the other things we can do is say, these documents are two-sided. I want to scan them automatically two-sided and get each side as an individual document within the whole document. I also have color mode black and white. You can see for file size, you can default this to black and white, but should you need color, you can go to full color, and there's also grayscale available. What this auto button does is it looks at every document individually as it goes through the document feeder and determines whether it's a black and white document or a full color document, and it'll kind of toggle between the two. So if there was a need for color, I always kind of use this button to keep my file sizes as low as possible, because if I pick full color, every page, be it black or white or a color page that gets scanned in, will wind up being a full color document. Okay? And once again, when we're done with that, we just hit done. All of our settings are good. We have our directory all set up, and we've named our document. All that's left is to hit the start button and it will start the scanner on the document feeder, or the scanner of the machine, and scan the documents in. The software winds up turning it into a PDF and then stores it in the directory that we've selected. And that is pretty much the overview of Autostore 7, Browse to Folder, for scanning. I will follow this up with a phone call and we can discuss this, or we can watch this together, and I can, if you want to stop it and you have any questions, we can do that. But I'll be uploading this shortly. Thank you.